All right, so like I said, silly question, some of them. All right, so here's one. You find a magic lamp and the genie grants you three wishes. What are they? And you can't ask for more wishes. That's the only stipulation. Uh-oh, I lost somebody. That's the only stipulation. I can't see in the chat. So if you respond to the question, can you do it? Can you come off mute and respond? Again, you find a magic lamp and the genie grants you three wishes. What are they? Okay. Let me see if anybody's chatting me. No chatting. Okay. Who did I lose? Okay. Nobody has anything for that. If you had three wishes, you found the magic lamp, you had three wishes. What are your three wishes? Mine are world peace, um, world peace, um, let me see, world peace, $100 million, and good health and happiness for my family members, because that's far reaching. Anybody else? Anybody? Anybody talking this morning? Okay. We'll wait a little bit. See what you got. Ain't nobody talking this morning. All right. We going to. All right. So here's where we are. Close. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, you are in geometry that meets on Mondays and Thursdays at 9 o'clock. We are in the fourth term, which started on April 5th and runs until June 11th of 2021. If you have not yet enrolled in the class, here is the enrollment code. Here is the enrollment code. Now, the you three were in my geometry class last term. So you are already enrolled, and we are going to just pick up. We're going to do a continuation of where we left off last term, and we're going to keep rolling. So today and Thursday are going to be just some review days to make sure you all still remember the basics, and then we're going to move forward. So, of course, during the class, we also need to have a community meeting. So I'm just going to put the question on the floor. If anybody has anything, please feel free to put it in the chat or to just say it. So when was the last time you did an act of kindness? This morning I fed the cat.
Yesterday.
Okay. That's good. That's good. Remember, you don't know what is seemingly maybe a small act of kindness. It could be a small thing that you don't even view as an act of kindness, but it was because you went outside yourself. Remember, everybody needs somebody, and you can make somebody's day just by smiling at them. That's an act of kindness. Somebody might have been 3 cents short, a nickel short. You put up the nickel. That was an act of kindness. You know what I mean? And you say, but it was just a nickel. But you helped somebody out in their time of need. Even though it was, yes, just a nickel. But that nickel could have been the difference between them eating dinner and not eating dinner. Because, you may not have seen what was in their bag. You know what I mean? So just remember that small acts of kindness not only help the other person, but they also help you. Okay? All right, so let's talk about it. So our usual beginning of the term reminders. So some helpful hints. Remember to charge your computer each night when you enter the Zoom or are not speaking. Please remember to mute yourself. If you are on camera, please be in clothing you could wear outside. Remember, just like in school, nothing too skimpy, nothing too revealing. Okay? Remember to complete all your assignments. Be respectful to yourselves, the people in your backgrounds in the event that you do not mute yourself, as well as your fellow class members. No cyberbullying, but we don't have time for that because we're young adults. And be open-minded and bring your best every day. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, school only works, especially in this environment, if it's an exchange of ideas. Okay? So just remember, I need you to help me move this thing along. All right, so keys to success. Come to class on time each Monday and Thursday. It's at 9. Participate in class discussions. Answer questions. I'm going to say, explain yourself, or how do you know? So be ready to do that. And not only answer questions, but ask them. If something happens or something is going on that you don't understand, ask the question, because your silence means that you understand. That's my interpretation. Okay? Have your proper materials. You're probably not going to need the straight edge, but definitely for every class, bring something to write with. These are your notes, so I don't care if it's a pencil or a pen. And of course, some paper to write on. Now, instead of that straight edge, you might want to, and I'm gonna change it now. You might want to use like maybe a colored pencil or marker or something, because since we're talking about circles, sometimes the visual helps, because you can make things, different colors, make them stand out, make notations in, in different colors. But that's just a suggestion. You don't have to take that one. Complete your assignments on time. Not only do them, but do them on time. And that is so that they don't back up on you. Okay? so that you don't get down to week 7, week 8, and now you in a crunch. Okay, do them on time, not just in this class, but in all classes. Okay, now, if you happen to miss class, you can attend the afternoon labs. The geometry labs are, good morning, join us. Thank you for coming. So the afternoon labs are from 1 to 3. The geometry lab, if I'm not mistaken, is at 2. I will send you a message. I will send you a message on, through your email to invite you to the lab every day, but it is at 2:00. Or you can watch the video, which is why I'm recording it now. I will post it on the Yes Philly page, the Yes Philly YouTube page, or you can contact your teachers directly through emails. Okay, but remember, put something in the subject line when you are contacting your teacher through email so that they understand or they know what this email is going to be about. Because there are some people who don't read emails that say no subject because they look at it as spam and they don't look at the sender. They just look in the subject where it says they look for a description. So when you're contacting your teachers, remember, put something in the subject line. Even if you just put the class, you could just say missed biology, so now when Miss Francois sees that in her email, she'll know, okay, somebody's inquiring because they missed class. And remember that our emails are constructed the same way yours are. First initial, last name, L. Hickson, B. Francois, T. Valone, C. Curran, J. Townsend. Your grades are 3 parts: the assignments, your attendance, and the final. You must have all 3 pieces in order to pass the class. All right, so let's talk about it. So we are continuing our discussion of circles, and our goal is to be able to write and discuss the definition of diameters, radius, and chords today. Okay, this is the standard, is the Common Core standard that all math teachers follow. So all math teachers who are teaching this subject will be guided by the same set of standards. Our agenda, we have our community meeting first, which we already posed that question. What was the last act? What was your last act of kindness? We are going to do a lesson on what is a circle, and we're going to talk about the line segments inside a circle. And our close, we are going to review measurement relationships. Okay. All right, so, bam. What is a circle? Anybody remember? What is a circle? Tell me about the characteristics of a circle. You see one here. I am going to fill in your responses on the slide as you go. So, what's a circle? Somebody give me.
Wait, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, so, a circle could be, hold on, dang. I'm trying to think if I'm using the correct word for it.
If not, we'll work it out. What you think?
Symmetrical, right?
I don't know what your whole statement gonna be.
You said I couldn't hear you. My fault.
Oh, I said I don't know. You got to finish the statement. What are you going to say about symmetry?
All right, so all right, so wait, I'm gonna just scratch that, right? So okay. A circle could have a major and a minor arc, right?
Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. It can. Go ahead.
And it also can have a Dang, yeah. But it could have a major and minor arc. It could also have a diameter. Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're gonna talk about the diameter in the next slide. So you hold that thought. But when you look at this circle, what do you see? Well, you can see this.
They got a center.
Okay, yes. Okay. Yep. It has a center. Yep. Good morning. It has a center. Yes. All right, go ahead.
60 degrees.
Yes, 360 degrees. Loving you. What's happening, good brother? Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Man, okay. Yep. 360 degrees. So now, let me see. So here, this major and minor arc, Quay, to pull on what you said, goes under the measure. So a major arc plus a minor arc is going to equal. Yep. Okay. Anything else you remember about a circle? Is it open or closed?
Close.
Closed. So that's something else. All right, so it has a center. Closed figure. That's right, because that's what will distinguish it from maybe a parabola. Okay. Yep. So it has a center. It is a closed figure. It measures 360 degrees. Anybody else got anything else? How does it compare to a circle? What does it not have that a circle does? I mean, that a square does have?
Has one side.
Give me a little more. Yep, you in the right direction. What happens at the sides? When the sides meet, they form what? On a square.
Oh, it has no corners.
Yes. Yep. Yes, yep. Because it's just go round and around. It has a center. And the center of the circle is the name of the circle. So and we're going to talk about that in the next slide. So, yep. So we're going to show this. So when we talk about a circle, it has a center. That would be its name. It is a closed figure. It measures 360 degrees. And Quay brought in the major and minor arcs. I'm loving it. The major arc plus the minor arc equals 360 because that's the whole circle. And we're going to get into that. And it has no corners because it has no sides or angles. Okay? And as a matter of fact, let me change that notation. Corners, comma, space, sides or angles. Okay. All right. Cool beans. So now, all right, what's inside a circle? Again, we are going to figure it out. Think about what you see in a circle. I want you to call it out. I'm going to type as you talk. I want you to call out which segment inside a circle you want to describe. And this is circle P. Okay, because remember, this whatever letter is at the center of the circle is also the name of the circle. So this is circle P. All right, so tell me what you see inside of circle P. Anybody got anything? What you got? You got a red line, a green line, yellow line, purple line. Somebody talk to me. Tell me what they are.
Are those inscribed angles?
Then we don't have any inscribed angles. Just talk to me about the lines first. All right, I'm gonna help you with this discussion. What's the red line?
Line EC.
Yep.
Line
All right, so line EC, and what is that as it relates to the circle?
It's
It
centered.
is who?
It's centered.
No, it goes through the center. So what does that make it? Think about the lines inside a circle. I'm near. We talking about line EC. Yep. And DC is the what of the circle? It goes from one side of the circle to the other through the middle. Somebody help him out. He don't have to be out there by himself.
Is it oh, it's a major arc?
It's not a major arc because we inside the circle. We talking about this line right here. From E to C. We talking about that line segment. Begins with a D.
Yeah, I don't remember. Mistakes.
All right. Anybody else? Quay? You got something?
What you say?
You got something? We calling out EC. We know that EC is something. So what is that called as it relates to the circle?
EC is a diameter.
You better talk to me, girl. Look, and I love that confidence. Okay, like I'm playing with you on your birthday.
I gotta come with them correct sometimes, man. You know.
Okay, so now, how do you know it's a diameter? What does it do?
Hold on. How you say how I know it's a diameter? Because one, I'm gonna tell you, from point E to point C, I know. Well, no, my fault. From F to C, I know it's a radius, which is half the diameter, and 360 is the whole circle. You half in that is 180, so that's half the circle.
Okay, so what did the diameter do to the circle?
It split it in half.
And it went through the what?
The middle.
Yes, through the center. All right, so if it's a diameter is a chord. Remember, we talked about that, how a diameter is a special chord. It is a chord that goes through the center of the circle. Okay, and then yes, it splits the circle in half. That's where you were going with the arc. I get it. I get it. You're there. But remember, the arc, we going outside. We were just talking inside. But you're right on the arc. It does. It splits. It splits the circle in half. And I am going to not do this. All right. Okay, yep, it splits the circle in half. So now I have a question. Is there another diameter in this picture? Is there more than one?
Yeah.
Yep, what's the other one?
DB, right? Hold on, Dad. Is it DB, right?
I don't know, is it? Somebody, y'all agree with her or disagree?
Yeah.
Yep. Quay, go talk to your dad. I know it's your birthday. Everybody's
All right.
Yep, that's right. So BD is also a diameter. Okay, so in this picture, there are two. EC is a diameter. It goes from one side. It's a chord that goes from one side of the circle to the other. That is the definition of a chord, which we're going to get to. Okay, but I thank you for remembering your vocab. And we have BD. So that just goes to show that you look at the diameter. Don't always think that a diameter is always going to be horizontal. A diameter can also be on a diagonal, okay? But what makes it special, remember, is the fact that it goes through the middle of the circle. All right, so talk to me about something else. Call it out. So we got our diameters down. What else do you see?
I don't know like what the line is called, but like it's a a line on the angle.
Okay, purple.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Oh yeah, Dad, because I didn't put. All right, I'm gonna put some letters on there. Thank you, darling. Y'all know I'm slow sometimes. All right, let me see if I can copy it and then paste it. Yes. All right, so I'm gonna call this. Oh, I'm sorry. Control F. And then all right, and then I will call this over here. I'm sorry. Oh, come on with me. I want to show off and flip over and carry on. Let me move this over here. Sorry, you know I try to put them in. All right. Okay. So you talking about the line FG? Now that I've added some letters. Okay, I'm with it. What you go? What's the line FG? It is a what? It goes from one side. Oh, who?
That's what I meant, but I don't know what it's called.
Oh, okay. Anybody know what FG is?
Wait, what he say? What he say?
We talking about FG.
That's a hold on. I know exactly what this is. Dad, it was just on the top of my head too.
Okay, so we talking about FG.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna come back because I lost it. Wait, that's a hold on. Alright, I'm lost.
Come on, you're supposed to know this.
Oh,
I love
that's a chord.
Yes, that's a chord. Yep, that's a chord. Yes. All right. So, and remember, a chord is it just what? Oh, THROUG. Oh, y'all let me spell the word all wrong. Y'all know how. Y'all let me keep the misspelled word up there. Okay, so it's a chord. Yep, and a chord, remember, just goes from. Oh, see me and my spelling. All right, goes from one side of the circle to another. So again, that's why we can say that a diameter is a chord, because the definition of a chord is a line segment that goes from one side of the circle to the other, or one side of a circle to another. So again, a chord can go in various directions too. Now, if the chord also happens to go through the center, it is a chord and a diameter. Okay, so remember, every diameter is a chord, but every chord is not a diameter. Okay, so EC and BD are diameters and they are chords, but FG is just a chord. All right, all right, we got something else to talk about. Who else? What else you see? So we talk red. So we got the diameter EC. We got the diameter DB. We have the chord FG. What's left?
A AP.
Yep. All right. So what's AP?
The radius.
All day.
To the end of the circle.
All day. All day. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all better get it. Yep. So you said we talking AP. And AP is a what?
The radius of the
Yep. Let me see. Did I spell it right? Y'all know I am so bad with this. Okay.
Right.
Yes, it's a radius. And how you know it's a radius? Tell me what's your definition. I agree with it.
Because it goes from the center to the end of the circle.
Yeah.
That's still my answer. Like, wait. Because I was just about to say that. He wanted to come at my neck for the chord. Like, I had to come back real quick. But
yeah, silly. Yes, man. Okay, that goes from the center to. Oh, I'm gonna have to bump this down or move this up. Let me see if I can move this up. See if I can move the light. Okay. Let me see.
we're not kicking. Like, what?
Okay. All right. That goes from the center to any point on the circle. POINT. Okay, so now I have a question. So, do you see? I'm getting ready to tear up. Do you see any more radii? Because that is the plural of radius. Do you see any more radii in the picture?
Then, since I got a question.
Yeah.
Cause can't PC be one?
Yes. So that's PC. Go ahead.
Oh, you want me to explain my answer?
I want you to tell me No, tell me some other ones. PC, I agree.
Oh, hold on. PC. Is any more?
Yes.
BP.
Thank you. Yep. BP. Absolutely.
Oh shoot, I wasn't even seeing that with my foot. Oh, slow.
He's silly.
But he said DP, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I was looking correct.
He said BP. Yep. Go ahead. What else you see?
EP could be one too.
Absolutely. Yes. Go ahead. What else you see? So we got AP, EP. Can we change PC to CP? I just want to switch. Okay, I just want to put the point
Center
on
and
the
at the end.
circle. And what's your other one?
DP.
All day. Yep. So now we see that in this picture of alone, we have 5 radii. So remember, the plural of radius is radii. Okay, so we see that there are 5 radii. We identify AP on its own, and then we identify the other 3. Okay? And how does the diameter and the radius relate to each other? If you know the diameter, how you gonna find the radius?
If you know the diameter, then you find the radius by looking at the center of the circle, front to the edge of the circle.
Yep. And what's the relationship between their measures? All right, that's okay. Because I know I said that a little cray. But here's what I'm asking, because we can round this out. Okay, so we've identified all of the lines inside a circle. And for anybody who is a screenshotter, remember the screenshot is control and then the number over the number 6, the one with the rectangle and the 2 lines. So if you are a screenshotter, please you can take a picture of this for your notes.
Miss X, can you go back to the first slide after this?
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sure.
Oh, wait.
But yeah, so remember, if you a screenshotter, control and the button over the 6. If you are a note taker, then you take what notes you need to remember, because remember, we're going to pull on all of this as we move forward. So this is just to make sure we remember the old stuff so that we can talk about the new stuff. All right, let me know when you finish, and then I'll move to the next slide. All right, so while y'all copying that, I'm gonna run and put some coffee in my cup. I put all the other stuff in here. I just didn't add the coffee wasn't left. All right, you ready for me to change the slide? I can change it.
You taking notes of this?
Huh? I'm saying, no, if you don't remember I said today and Thursday, we're going to make sure that we have the old stuff down so that we can then move on to the new stuff. Because remember, this is the foundational stuff. Thursday, you know, we're going to bring in our angles and our arc relationships. Yes. All right. So again, screenshot us. You can take a picture of the screenshot. Oh, that should be a S splits. And remember, radii is just the plural of radius. So when you see that word, don't be like, what in the, nope. That just means there are more than one. And we found 5. All right, I'm gonna give you a couple minutes to get what you need to get from here. Then we're gonna do our close where we're gonna, let's see if you remember them relationships. I'm gonna take one more minute on this slide. All right, y'all, let's get to our close and then we'll be done for the day. So we talked about the relationship between circles. We talked about the lines, excuse me, inside of circles. So now let's see if we can remember the relationships between the measures of the line inside the circle. So if a circle has a diameter of 18 centimeters, it will have a radius of, so we know that this diameter going through the middle. Ooh, back up, baby. Okay. So that's our diameter. So if that line, if that diameter is 18 centimeters long, what's the measure of the radius? Let's think about those relationships.
Wait, what you say again, Miss Hicks?
I said if the diameter is 18 centimeters, it will have, if a circle has a diameter of 18 centimeters, it will have a radius of, so what's the measure of the radius? If the diameter is 18.
Wouldn't it be a point something number? Because it wouldn't be an even split in half.
It would, yeah, it would be.
Oh,
What's
wait.
the even split in half if the whole thing is 18?
Oh, 9.
Oh, dang. I was like, where's he going with it? Yes. Yes. Yeah, yep. You were thinking too hard. Yep, exactly. All right, so ladies and gents, if the diameter is 18, then the radius is 9 centimeters. Yep. So remember, because what is the relationship? What did you do to it, what did you do to the diameter to get the radius?
I was talking this whole time. I thought I was I was on mute, but the radius is half of the diameter.
Yes. All right. So with that said, what if the radius is 4.5? So now we got this radius from here to there is 4.5. Then what's is 4.5 feet? Then what's the diameter? The radius is 4.5 feet.
It would be 9 feet, right?
All day. See. I threw it in there, but it's still the same. I threw a decimal in there because I know y'all like decimals. But yes, yep. So this would be 9 feet. So for here, then we would go the other way. The diameter, oh, I forgot all the E's. The diameter is what?
The diameter is the radius doubled.
Yep, is double
The
the radius or 2 times. Yep. So if you are ever given the radius and asked to find the diameter, you will double it or multiply it by 2. If you are given the the diameter and asked to find the radius, you will divide it in half. So here's for all the donuts. Every circle measures, now Quay, this goes to what you were talking about. And you were talking about too. So every circle measures how much? How many degrees? 360. And the diameter splits it into 2. What's this called up top and this down the bottom?
2 halves.
Yep. Or let's keep it in circle. So what kind of circle would it be if it's half?
Two semicircles.
Yes. Oh, did I beat that up? Oh, okay. Yes. Into two semicircles. Yes. So I'm gonna bold this up. Yes. So every circle measures 360 degrees, and the diameter splits it into two semicircles that measure how much each?
How much is 350 split? One, no.
Yes.
Yeah. Wait.
He's so silly.
190.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Too much. 190 was too much. That would have made 380.
wait. Oh, 1 second.
Uh-huh. Y'all can help him. Y'all see the brother floundering for a minute, and y'all just let them hang out
Hey,
there.
I didn't even hear him. What he said?
He got everything else. Every circle measures 360 degrees, and the diameter splits it into
Oh.
two semicircles that measure, and that's where he is. And y'all just let my man flounder. And y'all
180, right?
who?
It go to 180. I was 180.
Yes. Remember, half a circle is 180.
I just said that.
Oh, okay. All right, but you let them hang out there for a minute.
No, well, I was saying it and Mr. Wu said it. So I don't know if you heard me because we were both talking at the same time.
Okay, so yes. Okay, so remember that. Hold on, Dad. Yeah, so remember, if you know the radius, you can find the diameter by multiplying it by 2. If you know the diameter, you can find the radius by dividing it by 2. And every circle is 360 degrees. The diameter splits it into two semicircles that measure 180 degrees each. So, yep, that's all we got today, y'all. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all for coming. And at the end of the class, I always take roll to just make sure I got everybody. So I do. Oh, I didn't have Salima. Hey, love. How you doing? Glad you're here, darling. Okay. All right, y'all. So remember, I will be having lab this afternoon at 2:00. Anybody who needs to come, everybody's welcome. Okay, so again, thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I will see you on Thursday.